there, pals, grab your seat. Comics that's here, it's quite the treat. Pages turning, tales to unfold. Welcome to the Comics Read Along. Comics Read Along, let's begin with comics. There's more than a win. From superheroes to plots that chill, let's jump into this comic thrill.
Hey everybody, Comics Dad here again with another great story to share with you all today. Today we're going to read the first issue in the IDW Publishing Sonic the Hedgehog series. Now, Sonic the Hedgehog had a comic book series with Archie Comics from 1992 all the way up until 2017, beginning 2018. But then after that had finished, IDW had taken over the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book publishing rights. So this is the first issue of IDW telling their continued story of Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog #1 is written by Ian Flynn and penciled by Tracy Yardley. After reading through this previously myself, it's as expected for a Sonic the Hedgehog property. It's very family-friendly, geared towards most, if not all, ages. But it's still a fun read, especially for people that like Sonic the Hedgehog. And throughout the series, you see characters from the various games over the years. Your standard characters, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Robotnik. You get Shadow eventually, but then you also get characters that were in the Sonic Adventures games and all the other various games that a lot of people grew up loving and playing over the years. But this is a fun read, so I hope you all enjoy as we sit back and we read Sonic the Hedgehog #1 from IDW Publishing. IDW's Sonic the Hedgehog, Issue 1, Cover A. It's bold, it's bright, it's colorful, and the artwork is fantastic. It's everything you could want for a Sonic the Hedgehog comic book cover. It's very simple. You've got the iconic first stage in the background there. It's just a good time of a cover. And again, written by Ian Flynn, penciled by Tracy Yardley, and then also credit for inks by Jim Amash and Bob Smith, colors by Matt Herms, letters by Corey Breen, and edited by Joe Hughes and David Marriott, published by Greg Goldstein, and also the IDW Publishing Company. Sonic the Hedgehog has spent years fighting the forces of Dr. Eggman. Time and time again, the Mad Doctor attacks. Sonic strikes back, then relaxes until Eggman returns. But after their last battle, Dr. Eggman vanished. But his robot army did not. Whoa, that doesn't look good. Sounds like the locals are putting up a fight. I hope they don't mind me lending a hand. Sonic's spin and his sprinting in the video games has always sounded like a buzzsaw to me. Run! Get to the storm bunker! Eggman's Robotniks are attacking people, but no Eggman. So who's controlling them? Bong, 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 bong. Good old Sonic pinball. Hey, you hurt? No, not really. You're Sonic. The one and only. Here you go. Try swinging it at the robots next time. I knew somebody who put it to good use. You're the Sonic. Maybe get inside, buddy. Nice chat. Need to save your town. Bye. Okay. Sweet. The town militia. Bots coming in from the north. You've got a guy holding his own out there. Okay. We're on it. Hurry up! They're closing in! I'm trying. It's stuck. Hey, Sonic showing off. All this terror might be worth it if I get to say Sonic winked at me. I hope we survive long enough to get his autograph. Wham! Oh, hey, another hammer guy. I liked the earlier one better. Where are you going? Smash. Come on, big guy. Swing, bada, bada, bada. Swing? Yeah, okay. This one's on me. Wham, 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 wham. Hedgehog. Noun. A burrowing animal. Whoa, you guys can really move when you want to. Tails. Could you not risk your life for 5 minutes? Sure, but where's the fun in that? Seriously though, thanks for the save. My pleasure. What's the status of the town? A bunch of small fry badniks. I took care of most of them, and the town's militia can handle the rest. Those super badniks are another story. Those are better left to the professionals. Let's show them how it's done. The good old Sonic Tails double spin. I like when you're able to pull that off, especially in the games that allow 2 players to play at the same time. It's really fun. Like in Sonic Superstars, you could do that. I always had a hard time with the in the older Sonic games when Tails would just be following behind you when you were playing as Sonic. I never really understood how to control Tails. I don't know if it was maybe just me, but he seemed to just kind of tag along for no reason. And superhero landing. And just some cool action scenes of them fighting against the super badniks. And also, I'm just noticing now, the panels are a bit small, and I apologize. The specific program I'm using for this particular book, for whatever reason, they're making the panels this small. I've adjusted as best as I can, but in order to just get all the panels to fit properly without me having to take 8 hours of editing going through one comic book, this is about the best that I can do, so I do apologize. But hopefully you guys are able to see it, whether you're watching on a tablet or your computer or maybe even on a TV. A larger display, you should not have a problem. If you're watching it on your phone, I do apologize. It might be a little tough to see. Sonic got a super badnik to smash another one. And Tails is just hovering there watching. Never mind. This would be going a lot faster if we had Knuckles with us. Nah, we're doing fine. The remaining robots are making a run for it. We can't risk them attacking another town. We'll cut them off. I'll handle the super badnik. On it. It looks like Sonic's tripping up the badnik. Up the hammer. And through the head. And superhero landing. They're almost out. Come on, Tails, hurry up. Oh, ye of little faith. Bong. Wham and slam. Well, expertly done. Bonus points for dramatic timing. Thank you, thank you. Another day saved thanks to Sonic and Tails. These rogue robots are more like pests than anything. Normally, I'd agree. But this was a much more coordinated attack, at least compared to anything we've seen lately. Really? I hadn't noticed. And Tails just giving Sonic a look like, really? Ya cocky dude. Ya cocky guy. Ya overconfident jerk. Okay, fine. The egg hammers were new to the mix. That's not what I meant. After we beat Dr. Eggman and his forces, we broke the Eggman Empire's control over our world. The Badnik army remained, but not as a unified threat. Any attacks seemed more like accidents than aggression. But today, unified troop movements? Super Badniks being deployed? Setting up ambushes? Something is making Eggman's army more cohesive. Points taken. Do you think Eggman is back? Without so much as an angry vlog? No way. After that last defeat, he'd make sure we knew he was back. The lack of fanfare is spooky. In that case, I'll just keep doing what I've been doing. Those badniks are a threat to everyone, organized or not. I'll keep traveling around, smashing everyone I see. Yeah, but if they are getting orders from someone, then I'll make it more fun. Just be careful, okay? If you get caught off guard again, get hurt. Aw, Tails is worried about Sonic. Hey, sure, we've had some close calls, but we've come out of it in the end, right? Yeah, I guess. I'll be careful, I promise. Okay, thanks, Sonic. If you're so worried, you can always come with me. Yeah, just like old times, and... There's too many badnik gangs out there. You'll find them faster on your own. I'll stay here and help the locals rebuild their town. You're a class act, buddy. We'll bash bots some other time. Deal. Now one of the flying badniks out and about. So, he survived the first trial, unsurprising. Deploy a battalion to the next nearest town. He'll be drawn to it like a moth to a flame. Make sure word of Sonic's latest success reaches the Resistance. I want to crush both hedgehogs in one strike. Next time, can love hammer it out on the battlefield? Bum bum bum! They said Eggman was gone, but then who was that sitting in the chair? Well, that was a fun, very family-friendly story we just had there. Sonic is always a good time, whether you're playing it on an emulator, or if you're fortunate enough to actually have a Sega Genesis or a Dreamcast lying around, or if you're playing some of the more modern titles as well, or even watching some of the TV shows, either the older cartoon that was in the early 90s, or that show Sonic X from about, well, maybe 15 years ago at this point now. But regardless, Sonic is always a good time, especially if you've been watching the live-action movies. It's been really good. The first one and the second one were pretty much all I could ask for in a Sonic movie. The Comix kids here at the house love Sonic as well. We haven't seen Sonic 3 yet, but we plan on seeing it once, probably once it comes to streaming. Not gonna lie. We didn't get to see it in the theaters, unfortunately, but anyway, this is a comics read-along, not a movie watch-along. So I hope everybody enjoyed this story today. Again, this was IDW's first issue of Sonic the Hedgehog from 2018. There's plenty of more stories moving forward. It's got about, I think, 75 issues to date, and we're at the end of January in 2025. So there's plenty of stories to catch up on. Also, go back and, if you can, grab some of the Archie Sonic the Hedgehogs, and also there was a Archie Comics series called Sonic Universe as well, which featured Shadow the Hedgehog a bit more in it, I believe. I've read a couple of issues out of those two runs as well. All really good, all really entertaining stuff. IDW, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of their stuff. Other than really the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and when they had Transformers for as long as they did. But Sonic the Hedgehog by IDW is a pretty fun read as well. So, everybody, if you enjoyed this video, I ask you to please like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, turn on notifications. Also, you can follow me on X at ComicsDad. We drop posts and notifications both on there and here on the YouTube page whenever new videos are coming out, and also whenever we're going live for gaming streams or any other projects we have coming up in the future as well. Thank you so much for hanging out for this wonderful story today and reading along with us. And until next time, everybody take care of yourselves and support your local comic shops.
Thanks for joining, hope you had fun with Comics Dad. Today's adventure is done, but don't worry, we'll meet again with new tales to share, my friend.